Level 5 tools are junk. They're Chinese made, they're just crap, they fall apart and break. I've read that a time or two. Now I'm gonna address that today. I own Level 5 tools, so let me tell you why I think that's all a bunch of BS. All right, as a lot of you know, I'm a Level 5 affiliate. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean I've sold my soul to Level 5? They own me, they manipulate. Oh crap, they're making my arms move again. No guys, it doesn't. It means that I believe that Level 5 tools are worthy of me promoting them to you. I believe that they're a quality tool. Are they the best? I haven't actually compared them to every tool out there, so I can't say if maybe there's another brand that has some features this one doesn't. What I can tell you is that I have used them. I've talked to the folks at Level 5 about the quality of these tools. I've addressed that issue, and I'm going to compare my new tools here to some of my old tools, and you'll see why I think that maybe there were some issues in the past, but I think that that's been addressed and it's not the case anymore. So let me just start out with that. I'm going to show you my old tools I've had for about 8 years, and I think they're about 10, 12-year-old tools because I bought them used. Like this Level 5 handle here. This is the one I used on my mud box for years. Now let's just compare it to this new one here. Now this is an adjustable one, so it's probably a little bit bigger because of that, but you can see that this thing is beefy and it looks really sturdy. Now this one held up just fine, but honestly I like the feel of this bigger, thicker handle, and I've never had a problem with this. Not one have I had to do anything to it. So, you know, I've used it quite a few times, not a lot. I don't do new construction, but I have used it many, many times and it's held up just fine. Now the same with my mud box. This is my old mud box. If you look on the side here, you can see the logos are totally different. So you can see that this is the old version, this is the new version. And in all the time I've owned this, I've not had to do one thing to this tool either. So that's one of the reasons I stand behind recommending these tools, because I've used them. I've used their knives. You know, knives are, a lot of times they're a matter of feel. So if it doesn't feel good to you, you might want to try something else, but these feel fine to me. I have no problem with them. They got a nice grip. They're well made, they're sturdy. I just have no problems with them. They haven't come loose. I don't know what there would be to complain about the knives. Now, as far as the tools, I've heard the complaint that they're Chinese made junk. Well, surprise, they're not even made in China. I've talked to them and they said, yeah, quite a few years ago they did have some quality control issues, but they've worked on that a lot. They've gone over to the manufacturing plant. I believe they said it was in Taiwan, and they go over there fairly often and check on quality control and make sure they're being made just the way they say. And I've just not had a problem with them. They seem to be put together well. They seem to have sturdy materials. They're well designed and they've got a lot of features. Now, the quality of the tool often has a lot to do with the quality of the company. Now, there's some things that tip me off to a good company, like, do they ship it to you well protected, or do they just wrap a piece of plastic around it, throw it in a box and ship it to you? So let me show you this. This is some of the packing materials these tools came in. See how thick that foam is? This is some dense foam. This is not crap foam. It's not crap packing materials. These are custom made to fit these tools. And it was, the box that I got all this in was full of this foam. It was well wrapped in bubble wrap, and it was just packed really well. Now, even the box it came in was like triple wall, I think. Really sturdy. I mean, this box is strong. It didn't have a dent in it, and it had all these tools in it. So the way it's shipped to you, that's a big clue to me, because if it was a company that didn't care so much, they'd ship it to you in thinner boxes, less packing materials, and so on. So they want to make sure it's going to get to you and be solid. But it's not just that, it's features. I've used these pumps for years. Now let me show you my old pump. This is one I picked up many years ago used, and this is a real basic pump. Does have an easy clean you can take off here, but that's about the only real feature to it. It's just really basic, and it kind of got the job done, but I'm going to show you why this is an improvement over that. So there's several things I like about this. One is they were thoughtful enough to have a wrench that tightens these nuts down, mount right to the side of the tool. It used to be, I always had to carry a crescent wrench around and keep up with it, and it was hard, you know, we're always losing it. So that's a nice, thoughtful design feature right there. Another one I like is this handle is removable. So if you want to break this down so it's more compact for storage, for travel to the next job, you just pull these pins out, and that quickly it breaks down. There's one more here. I won't do that because I'm just going to put it back together. It goes back together easy. It snaps through. There's a ball bearing in there, so it won't just fall out. So it's really easy to take apart, break down. Let's see, it has this, the easy clean on this one is adjustable. You saw that one there. These clamps were getting real loose. It wasn't holding so well. Well, if that happens here, you can tighten these back up. So the easy clean is adjustable. And all you do is just pull that off, and you've got access to the inside, really easy for cleaning, but goes even further. I've never seen this before. This part down here, it has a rubber flap in it and a screen, and it can be tricky. You can stand here and wash it for quite a while to clean it. Well, if you need to with this one, got another quick release pin, pop that out. Look at that, straight through. That's going to make it so much easier to clean. You can get at this really easy. Little things like that mean a lot to me. That tells me the company has put a lot into trying to make this a really functional, well-made tool that's easy to use, easy to clean. The materials on here seem really durable. It's nice, thick materials. It doesn't feel flimsy in any way. You know, what more could you want? Okay, the Bazooka. Now, these things have been around forever, and they've basically been the same forever. But there's little things that they've done to this tool, for example, that up the quality, the ease of use, and so on. So one is, when you're loading the joint tape, you got to slide it on this reel here. Well, in the old days, you had to pop this out. You kind of bent this out, slid it over, and trying to keep track of it. Well, they made it so that you just go like this, and it's essentially captured over here, so you don't have to worry about losing this, and it's that quick. You put your joint tape on there, you pull this down, it locks in there. So put your joint tape back on for the next round, you pull this down, it goes in that slot, that one right there, it's ready to go. That's a good feature. Another one I noticed on this, now this is brand new to me, I may notice more later. This has got an easy clean here. You remove this, now it's kind of tight. I noticed I haven't loosened it yet. This whole plate comes off. It allows you to clean down inside here even easier. So I had to put my glasses on so I can see better what I'm doing, but overall this thing just looks like it's really well made. Now, more than that, they ship it to you with spare parts. There's certain parts on these tools that wear out, break, etc. They've included spares of just about everything. Like, let's just say, for example, there's a blade inside of here. That's your cutter blade. It slides across there when you pull this slide tube down here. It pulls basically a razor blade across there and cuts it. Well, that can get dull. I've noticed it looks like that blade is two-sided, so I think you could flip it around and cut some more. And they included spare blades. There's a number of spare parts they included. That's a nice touch right there. Okay, and these extend handles, they've been around for a while, but I like these. They feel really solid. They don't feel flimsy. They just feel really well made. Now the angle heads, these have also been around a long time, but I've seen various versions of that. And these have a nice double roller wheel in here to make it roll through the angle a little bit smoother. It also has little features like on this 3-inch head. I noticed on this 3-inch head, you can adjust the tension. So there's times you might want a lighter tension. Well, on this, you pull this lever, you push that through there, and let me get it back over here, and it catches it. If you can see right there, it catches it and holds it so that only that spring is doing the duty. And that's going to give you a lighter tension when you need it. But watch this. Let's say you're done. You decide you need the regular tension. You go like that. That pops back out that quickly. It's spring loaded. Little details like that, the way this locks on. I think my old Ames tools, they just locked on with pressure, just a friction fit. This actually has a spring-loaded clamping device right here. It's really easy to run. So that seems really well made. Nail spotter. Now, nail spotters can be kind of finicky. I've had good results and medium results. Now, I haven't got to use this yet, so I'm not going to say how good this one is, but I am impressed that it has roller wheels right here. The ones I used before had a slide friction plate. I think that's going to help it roll easier and do a better job, so that impresses me. And again, these all have the quick release, easy clean, where you just pop this lever over and it comes out that quick, and then you put it back in. It's kind of hard to do on camera here, but it's really pretty simple overall. Okay, the mud box. Now, honestly, I'm not seeing a whole lot of innovation here that hasn't been around before. I've seen the easy clean, quick release and all. This has all of that. It has some nice roller wheels here. Overall, all I can say is this looks solid. It looks very well made. Yeah, my old Level 5 here, it had quite a bit different mechanism here. But one of the things I noticed is these welds on here were kind of crude back then, honestly. And nowadays, I don't even see welds on here, so it's more of a machined part instead of a welded part. That impresses me. But I can tell you that the braking mechanism, often on some of the cheaper ones, they had this like fan-shaped braking mechanism, and it would slip. It was like a little set screw that came out on the Ames tools, and they could slip pretty easy. This thing here, it locks down. However it does it, it's locked down tight, so it's not going to slip. The parts look beefy. They just look like they're really well made. So guys, I would not recommend these tools if I thought they were substandard. I want to recommend the best quality, and if I recommend something that's cheaper and not made quite as well, I'm going to tell you this is one way you can save money by buying this cheaper tool, but this is what you're going to get. So with these, I would say this is top of the line, professional grade, and they're going to last you a long time. And to back it up, they've got a 7-year warranty. I mean, that's standing behind it. 7 years, that's quite a long time. Now, obviously, that's not going to count or cover you dropping it off a scaffold. At least I don't think it will. It's going to cover mechanical defects, things that shouldn't have gone wrong. They're going to cover it. So should you be concerned about the quality of Level 5 tools anymore? I think in the past there was some issues. Like I said, I can see where there might have been some issues with quality, but these newer ones, they look rock solid to me, so I am going to give them my full recommendation and say that if I was going to buy tools to go out and do new construction, I would buy Level 5. Okay, first of all, I want to say thanks to Level 5 for sending me all these tools. This is not a paid endorsement. They have not paid me a dime. They have not told me what to say. They just sent me the tools because I asked them to, because I like their tools. I wanted to show them to you guys. But I don't do very much new construction anymore. I've got a job coming up next week. So I don't own a full set of these anymore because I specialized in drywall repairs for years. But I ran a full set of Ames tools for about 15 years. I got really good at it and I loved them. I would never do a new home again and go back to a banjo and hand taping and all that stuff. So this is not exactly a sponsored video, but they did send me the tools for free. But that's not going to change my opinion. I'm not going to tell you any bull crap. I'm going to give you my honest opinion about them. And I wouldn't even be doing this if I thought they weren't really good tools. But I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. Hey, if you want to increase your learning power 1,000%, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up. After you subscribe, look for that bell, click the bell, and you'll get notified of all the videos. Now, if you're interested in any of these tools, I am a Level 5 affiliate. I make a whole 5% on anything you buy. So not much, but it helps my channel. Helps me be able to put out more content because it is expensive and time consuming to do this. So be sure and click my link and use that link to go buy anything. You'll get at least 10% off or more. Now, if you decide to place a phone order, be sure and ask for that I get credit, that Kilted guy. They'll know who I am. But it's best if you just use my link and buy them on the website. That guarantees me I'll get credit for it. All right, everybody, thanks for stopping by. I hope this answered some questions, helped you out. If you got any questions about these tools, ask me, but be sure and watch my future videos coming up. I'm going to show you how to run each one of these tools, how to run them right, what they do, how fast they are, and so on. So be sure and subscribe and click that bell icon. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Take care, everybody.